All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So a very wild day. We're going to cover VVOS. We will take another look at GameStop, GME, and then I want to talk about Soundhound today, all right? But crazy day, and man, a huge win on the Discord, all right? We started talking about it well before I was awake, and literally the entire day just being covered from 14 to 20s to 25, in the 30s, in the 40s. I mean, it was a huge win on the Discord today. I love it when the people make money. You know that, all right? GameStop, man, I put a $15 target on yesterday's video. It destroyed it. It crushed 15, living in the 16s right now. And I'll be honest, I think that there is more coming, all right? And then Soundhound today hit our 240 target. I hope you thought of me when it hit it, but yeah, it does seem like good things are happening on that 100 moving average. I see a little bit of a cool down coming on the NASDAQ, but I think it'll still be actually okay for Soundhound. But before we go any further and I give you more of my thoughts and opinions, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There is none, but I will try to draw some horizontal support and resistance lines, and then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Excuse me. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to this channel, share this video online with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, anything you can do helps me so much with these YouTube algorithms, but for real, just being here and giving me your time is super appreciated, all right? So VVOS, I mean, look, an 800% mover is crazy, all right? I will be honest, I have personally never hit anything like that before. That said, man, I can't talk, like, literally from the morning was talking about it. $11, $14, $16, $17, just literally the entire day. And I mean, there were obviously more conversations across all of those, right? So an amazing Discord group that's free on the Chart Reader site, and again, that MEM one, you can get 8 opinions instead of just one on the analyst side for only $20, right? But VVOS, look, my immediate thoughts, and I can kind of see it happening as I'm speaking. Look, if you're going to make 800% on a single day, I'm expecting you to kind of lose 30% the next day, all right? Rough numbers, and again, you know, a fall of 30%, what, $4 is 10, 4, 8, 12. What's 12? That's basically in the 20s, right? So roughly speaking, maybe $28 if I had to give a guess, all right? One of the things I did see, and as I'm zooming out to get ready to draw some lines, one of the things that I did see was a FDA headline, and I'm pretty sure it was a positive one. That's why we got this 800%, right? One thing I always talk about is, look, an FDA thumbs up or thumbs down will make crazy things happen on the line. And obviously, we gap up all of it and keep running, right? One thing I just noticed as I zoomed out all the way, today was by far the biggest volume day in the entire trading history of VVOS, okay? So volume is king, you know that. And when the last biggest day you had was 10 million and you 3.5x that, volume is king, right? I say that for a reason, and I think that speaks for itself, right? Look, we have gapped up over the 200 before. This is actually not something new. Clearly, this is a very different candle than this one. Man, like, I'm not even going to pretend. Like, I don't have a lot of guesses of, and I use the word guesses very seriously. Like, a lot of it is kind of guesses, right? I'm going to draw that 18 line. I'm going to draw that, look, 29. Look at that. I basically said 28. Maybe if I took the bottom of that, that would have basically come towards that like 28 number that we talked about. But yeah, I'll leave this. I think this is a good line down. The basically $30 line, 28 something. Man, if this thing's gonna go up, good goodness. All right, gotta draw that. That's basically what we wicked today. And then gotta draw that. I think that's the 1-2 coming up. Yeah, I think that's the 1-2. Again, my gut tells me it should be coming down to 29 tomorrow. I think the fact that today was the biggest day in volume history is very significant. And look, as I see it coming down, I'm kind of wondering if it's actually going to keep going up, right? So, what I mean, honestly, if you really want to play this, just set an alert, basically a penny higher. If this thing hits, so today we closed at 4108, right? That number right there. 4109, 4111, oh man, it might make a run to 47. That breaks, we might make a run there, all right? Otherwise, hey, maybe it comes down here again. From there, obviously you know the rest, right? I guess I can just draw this line just to draw it, but I think that's kind of pointless to draw. Yeah, it looks like it lines up with that. Okay, sorry, I'm mumbling. Yeah, this is good. I think more than anything, this was a really, really big call out to Xmas Holiday Jay. Oh man, good win, man. Good win. Love it. I don't even think it's worth looking at the weekly. Damn, we're actually over them all in the weekly as well. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a day-to-day play. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise, VVOS. I mean, that's basically everything we got, okay? GameStop, GME. All right, the first thing I want to talk about, and honestly, I don't know a lot. I got a really good advice. I saw it just before I hit record, which was basically go YouTube it, right? But there is something called SantaCon, okay? SantaCon has actually come up on a number of comments across a couple different platforms. I saw it on the YouTube comments, I saw it on Twitter, I actually saw it on StockTwits as well, okay? I for sure have never heard of SantaCon. I will tell you this, all right? And I mean this very, very honestly. I don't care what the news is. Whatever gets me over the lines is for sure good enough. Otherwise, the lines are going to win, right? And to that, all I want to say is, look, SantaCon sounds really, really dumb in my head, okay? That said, if SantaCon is what takes this from 16 to 20, let's go SantaCon, baby. Hell yeah, you know what I mean? And I think that is I don't put weight on news, whether it's serious or like fluff, right? And oh man, I'm excited for this SantaCon to do what people think it's going to do, right? For me, at this point, and it's really what I stressed on yesterday's video, this right here is actually a beautiful technical setup. Okay, I like the spacing between the 20 and the 50. I like the spacing between the 50 and the 100. I like the spacing between the 100 and the 200. I like that the MACD looks like it wants to come to the positive line. I like that our RSI is a very, very healthy 66. And man, we crushed volume yesterday. We more than doubled it. We were less than 20 million yesterday. We're knocking on the door of actually 3xing it and hitting over 60, right? Just under. Zooming out, look, this is a small dot of what volume can do here. Even before the silliness, we have seen a number of 100 million days before it like took off and did the silly memeness, right? But there's reason, like, this was a bad pump and dump. You know what I mean? And this is not a good candle, right? This day opens up here at 26. You can see it in the box over there, and actually drops. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Opens at 26.50. I keep swaying. Sorry, chubby fingers. And drops down to less than 24. More people lost 10% than made money. On today's candle, we actually open above my 15 target and make our way up another 10%. You know what I mean? So I like today's candle. I like how much we got over the 50 moving average. I like that we actually did break this 1616 resistance. Again, divergence and divergence. I like when the MACD and the RSI are signaling the same thing. Green going up, hell yeah. Divergence, just a fancy word for the two lines are going away from each other and they're going away the right way. You know what I mean? So this is still super, super healthy. We don't even get worried till 80, plenty of room. I actually genuinely believe we're coming up to, like, I don't want to get too aggressive. I think 1780 is actually very realistic. I actually think that this would be very doable. 1725, 1730, just over the blue 100 moving average line and essentially at the bottom of this little horizontal, but I think more things are kind of saying I want to come to the 200 moving average. Look, I'm saying it one more time. If SantaCon is the reason it wants to go up here, I don't care. Whatever makes it goes up, whatever makes the lines happy, makes me happy and makes me. I don't need real reasons to buy any ticker. I just need some technical signals, and I'm seeing them here. I think there's more, and I will be honest. I actually ended. Check out. We've been talking about Oatly for a bit. I'm going to sneak that in here. I think that there's still room. I think Game wants to go to 20. I actually genuinely believe it. I said I was going to say it on today's video, and yeah, I do. I think we want to come here. Are we going to break the 200? I don't know just yet. Okay. I don't know just yet. I think maybe we'll like wick that, if anything. There's definitely a nice green. Where's that? Oh, damn, that's high. Where's that at? Damn, that's still high. Oh, shit. Ooh, maybe we do want 20, because that's 20. No, we want... Oh, yeah, I think this thing wants to go to 2060. I think 2060... $20.60 is a very realistic target here. From there, we'll see what happens. All right, maybe SantaCon will do some good. All right, what does the weekly look like? I think we'll take a look at the weekly. Interesting. Where are you at? All right, you're at 1940, and man, this is signaling it might want to come all the way up to here. Maybe it wants to make a run at 24. I don't think 24 is a target we should be looking at right now. That 2060 number, I think that's the number we want. I'm going to draw that line. I might have even already forgotten where I drew it from. I think it was the top of this guy. Was it the top of you? Yeah, 2060, top of that one. Looks like it's the bottom of that one. I like that line. I think that's where we're going. I do. Again, just because we go to that doesn't, like, you can physically get over a line, but that doesn't mean you break it, okay? I think we might get over it. I'm not 100% if we break it, all right? If we get over 2060, oh yeah, dude, this already is saying it wants to go to 25. The other thing said 24, right? So there could be another, Jesus, 20% after that $20 if it wants to keep going. GameStop, listen, I'm not here to talk about meme stuff. I'm not here to hype or fanboy or anything, but like there are some good technicals happening right now here, all right? So GameStop, I like it. What was the next one we were going to do? Oh yeah, how can I even come remotely close to forgetting? Soundhound. Okay, couple things I want to say, all right? Couple things I want to say. First and foremost, this is not a good close of the day. Okay, there was a very, very, very promising moment during the day. We actually, you can see it over there, we got a little bit over it, but $2.40 is the number I kept saying for the last, goodness, right? Almost 3 full weeks now. I feel like since here, I've been basically saying that 240 number. Today we wicked it, and an intraday wick is hey, don't get me wrong, if you sold up there, baby, hell yeah, right? Like hell yeah. But I'm not here to get excited about a single moment in between the trading hours. Like I'm here to look at regular hour closes, and that's not the close I wanted. Because what have we been doing? We've been dancing with breaking the 100. We physically get over it yesterday, but even this isn't that big a candle. But hey, I took it. I actually went back because I was a little delayed on comments, and I said I think today will do good. I felt like we were going to go to 240. I actually thought it would close a little stronger, but hey, I'm telling you, I saw the 240. I thought about a lot of you. Again, it would bring a smile to my face if you thought of me, all right? The one thing I want to highlight, and if you've been watching the videos, I've been talking about NASDAQ seemingly needing to cool down. Okay, to me, it's a little shocking that we've stayed over the 8 moving average this much. We actually haven't even bounced on it. We've literally just been like floating. We didn't even touch it right there, but I'll kind of call that a bounce. This was actually like, it was hardcore, all right? And look, we were literally on the indices living at 91, I'm talking about the RSI number over there, 90, 85, what was this one? Another 90, another 8, like we're not supposed to stay, sorry, right here. We're not supposed to stay this high on the RSI, all right? And I was expecting it to come down here. It never did. I was kind of expecting it to come down here. It obviously didn't do it yesterday. It seems like we're going to come down here. I very, very much believe the 20 moving average is going to hold it, and NASDAQ is going to do a healthy cool down, okay? That said, I am like, how do I word this? Okay, during these couple horizontal moves, especially the last like week, if I'm not mistaken, from the 20th to the 27th, that Thanksgiving week, Soundhound stayed a lot more horizontal than you know, the bigger boys and girls in the AI sector stock, right? Like Palantir was coming down, Nvidia was coming down, we stayed horizontal. I think as NASDAQ comes down, I think we're going to do our best to hold the 8 moving average and hopefully stay above that 100 moving average as well. I'm actually hoping we stay horizontal at 230 or roughly speaking 225. Okay, hopefully NASDAQ will recover. Hopefully we go from there. Worst case, and you know I always talk about both sides of the coin. If we lose the 100, which you know I don't want to have happen, but if we lose the 100, I do believe that this 20 moving average is going to hold us, the exact same comments I said. And honestly, I think it could be okay because we can come down to like a 48 RSI because we're living up here right now. Let's come back down. Let NASDAQ recover, and then we'll go from 40 to 80, and hopefully that'll be enough to rip the 100 and 200 together, okay? I kept saying big things are going to happen over the 200 moving average, roughly $2.60, right? We're physically at 256 if you look at the box over there, but I'm not yet convinced we've, like physically, yes, we are 2 days over the 100 moving average. I don't believe we've broken it yet. I'm hoping we at least just stay horizontal and then, like I said, get a little rip. And then, hey, if NASDAQ keeps surprising me and keeps going up, obviously this thing is going to keep going up. Look, there is a golden cross happening today. The 8 went over the 100 moving average. That's a beautiful thing, right? But I think that a horizontal movement or potentially a drop back to 214 could be realistic. I don't think we go any lower than 214 though. I actually really don't. So yeah, an interesting review, I would say. Again, I think there was some optimism when we saw the 240. I care way more about the close, and yeah, this wasn't that great a candle, and then my NASDAQ thoughts. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Do I look at the weekly real quick? Yeah, again, same kind of comments, right? We're in the middle of the week right now. I'm not 100% sure we're over, or like physically, obviously we're over, right? But I'm not calling this a buy of a break yet of that. And again, anyways, we got to get over that 50. We got to get over that. And yeah, no, I like my comments, actually. I do. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as always. Otherwise, hey, thank you so much.